I'm going to show you 4 practical ways on how you can be able to train your psychology towards trading in this video. But I want you to understand that demo account only allows you to be able to train your technical skills, but do not allow you to train your psychology. But in this video, I'm going to give you 4 practical steps on how you can be able to train your psychology. But before we go into that, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Divine and I'm a Forex trader. What I basically do on this channel is document how I trade, and as well show you the mindset behind my strategy. If you want to see something like this, I want you to smash the subscribe button, like this video, and drop a comment. I'll be right back. Now, the first thing I want you to understand is that for you to be able to train your psychology, there's a cost for it. Remember, I said that you can't train your psychology on a demo account, but you can only train it on a live account, because the way I'll react to a loss is quite different from how you're going to react to a particular loss. That means there's a cost for you to be able to train your psychology. That means the first practical way to train your psychology is to understand that there's a cost for it. Number one step, or one way, is simply to be aware of the cost and be accountable for that cost. That means the first practical way to train your psychology is simply for you to understand the cost awareness. Cost awareness and accountability. For you to be able to train your psychology, you want to simply understand the cost awareness and be accountable for that particular cost awareness. And I'm going to break it down for you in this video. What is cost awareness? For you to invest your time or money into anything, you want to know the cost of that thing and be able to be accountable for that cost. That means for me to invest or build a house, I simply want to know the cost of building that house and be able to give account of how that cost went. Likewise, in trading, you want to understand the cost awareness of you being a good trader and you being able to manage your psychology. I'll break it down for you in this video. Let's, for instance, say you're a beginner trader. You're simply new to this game and you want to become a good trader who knows how to control his emotions. You want to simply understand the costs. For instance, you have, let me say, all you have to your name is simply $500. $500. Right? This is all you have to your name. And you want to become a good trader who knows how to handle his emotions. There are 2 things you can actually do with this money right here. The first is simply invest in learning, and the second one is simply invest in training your psychology. Most times, some of you do the first one, which is simply learning. Invest in learning. And second one is simply training your psychology. Training. Most times, we all do this one, but fail to do this one, making us understand how to trade, but simply lose all the money to trading. Right? Now, for you to be able to share this money to this particular phase and this phase, you want to understand how to do it. And I'm going to show it to you right now in this video. Let's, for instance, all you have to your name is simply this amount of money here. What you want to basically do is to split money into 2. That means 250 and 250. Right? Once you share the money into 2, you want to invest this one to learning, and you want to invest this one to training your psychology. And how do you invest this money? Let's, for instance, say you have 250 and you want to go for learning. You want to invest your money with a mentor who's going to teach you how he trades and who's going to guide you and train you in your psychology. Because once you pay for mentorship, he gives you a clear understanding of how to trade, learning how to trade, and as well helps you train your psychology towards trading. And how he does that is this: once you pay him, you can simply want to invest, probably maybe you want to invest $100 to your mentor for him to teach you and train you, or you can invest 200, or you can invest 250. The choice is yours. Any amount, because there are different mentors that charge different amounts. Some charge $100, some charge 200, some charge 250. But basically, I charge 150. That means if you want me to teach you how to trade and probably train you how to trade, how to manage your psychology, you're going to pay me this amount of money here. Are you following? You can choose to go for the one who charge $100, $200, but make sure that your mentor teach you how to trade, and as well train your psychology to understand how his strategy work. Because for every strategy you use, there's a mindset, there's a psychology behind it. You want to simply understand the strategy and the mindset or psychology behind that particular strategy. What it means is this: if I pay this guy $100, he teaches me how to trade and train my psychology to understand how he trades and allow the trade to pay out. That is the main thing you want to understand. Now, let's for instance, you've learned how to trade, right? Your mentor is going to give you a clarity on how you're going to be able to train your psychology. And what he does is this: he simply puts you in a position where you're going to accumulate trades. And when you accumulate these trades, he simply guides you on how you're going to be able to spend this amount of money to this particular one here, 250. Right? That means what you're basically doing is this: you're simply going to invest 250 to learning and invest 250 what? To training your psychology. And how it does train you is simply for you to fund this money into your life account. That means you're simply going to be using either 250 or maybe say 200 to fund into your life account. Right? You're simply going to use this particular amount to invest into training your psychology, being aware of the costs and being accountable for the cost or for the outcome, right? That means you're needing to be aware of the cost. It's going to cost me this amount to learn, and it's going to cost me this amount to train my psychology. Now, once you have passed this phase and go into this phase of funding your life account, your mentor is still going to guide you on how you're going to do this thing, which take us to the next step or the second way. Now, let me summarize what I explained in this particular first step here. What I explain here is simply for you to understand that for you to be able to train your psychology, you want to understand the cost and be accountable for that cost. And I gave you a clear example that if, for instance, you want to spend $500 on a trading account, probably you want to invest $500 to learning how to trade and control your emotions, you want to simply split the money into two. One is to your mentor who's going to teach you. Second is you want to train your emotions. And there's a way to do it. You take it up to the next step, which is number 2. Number 2 step is simply to understand journaling accountability. You want to be accountable for your journals. Journal accountability. Let me write it very well. Accountability in your journals. Accountability in your journal. Now remember I gave you a first example that you want to invest a specific amount of money into learning, and you want to invest the amount to your life account, or probably to your life account where you can be able to handle your emotions. And I said to you that the next step is simply to understand accountability in your journal. How does this work? Once you fund your life account, your mentor is going to help you understand how you're going to be accountable for the amount of money you funded in your account. For instance, let's assume you funded $200 to your account. Your mentor is going to be accountable for it's going to help you be accountable of how this money went, or how you lost the money, or how you made more money. Because on a life account, you're simply going to either lose the whole money or make more money. This is for training your emotions. You're not trying to make money from this particular life account that you found for the first time. That's if you go through this step I'm giving you right now. You're not trying to make money from this particular money. You're trying to train your emotions, train your psychology. And you're simply going to fund this money to your life account. And your mentor is going to help you be accountable for this particular amount of money. And as well, he's going to pick out the problems that you encountered while you were using this money. I hope I'm making this very easy for you to understand, because I think if it's my life class, it's probably going to be easy for you to understand. But I'm going to do my best to make sure you understand what I'm saying in this video. What I'm saying is this: that once you fund your life account, your mentor is going to help you be accountable of how you lost this money and how you made more money, the losses and the win. It's going to help you become accountable of how you lost the money and how you made more money by simply looking at your journals. So what is this? What it does is this: once you have learned the strategy and have gone into your life account, your mentor is going to subject you into a journaling phase. That journaling phase helps you to be able to understand how you're reacting to a particular loss and how you're reacting to a particular wins. And then it's going to identify the problem and recommend you possible solutions to how you're going to tackle those problems. And the only way you can do it is if you are accountable of journals that you're going to journal when you're taking you through that phase. Every mentor is meant to do this for you to be able to train your psychology, because I don't know how you're going to react to a loss. I don't know how I'm going, you don't know how I'm going to react to a loss, but I can only tell once you have the journals of how you're reacting to those losses and how you're able to journal those things correctly, then I can recommend to you how you can be able to train your psychology. Every mentor is meant to take you through this phase. Now, the third step is simply to understand that. Okay, that's what I'm writing. Third step. Third step is simply to be able to be accountable for the losses and embrace the losses. Loss accountability. Now, no matter what strategy you're using, no matter what you're using, there will be a point you're going to have a loss, and there will be a point you're going to have a win. But there are some losses that are wins, and there are some losses that are losses. I'm going to explain this for you right now. When I mean that there are some losses that are win, and there are some losses that are losses, I'll give you a clear example. Let's assume your mentor taught you that for you to have profit or for you to make a win, you have to use 1 plus 1 equals to what? 2, which is the win, right? Now, this is your strategy here. This is your strategy here. You have to be aware of this thing for you to be able to embrace it, because you have to embrace the loss. This game is all about loss and win. You have to embrace the win as much as you embrace the losses. Let's, for instance, say you're using a system that tells you that 1 plus 1 is simply 2. There will be a point where this system is going to actually become 1 plus 1 is equals to 1, and you probably take a loss. That means you followed your system here and you still got this 1, which is simply loss. Even in real life self, 1 plus 1 can be 2, and there will be a point in your life where you say 1 plus 1 is going to be 1. That is marriage. So you have to embrace the loss, and this is how it works. So even in your strategy, that there will be a point where 1 plus 1 is simply going to become 2, which is a win for you, and there will also be a point where 1 plus 1 is going to become 1, which is a loss for you. But when it's a loss, is simply when you do not follow the system. That means you do not follow the system. You're using minus 1 plus 1 equals to, I don't know, 2. 2 plus 2 minus 2. You're not using the right system that you're teaching us, that you were taught. This is where you're having a loss. But the point where you have a loss, which is a win, is simply when you stick to your system, right? But once you do not stick to your system, like probably you're using minus 2 plus 2 to get another result. Even if that result give you 2 or give you 1, you still lost because you didn't follow your system. A loss is a loss. A win is a win, but you want to be able to embrace both the loss and both the win. And a win for you is simply if you followed your system and either get this result or this result. It doesn't matter. The outcome does not matter. What matters is the opportunity. Opportunity to identify that 1 plus 1 is simply going to become 2 or 1. You don't know. There will be a point where it's going to become 2, and there will be a point where it will become 1. Even in marriage or in life too. 1 plus 1 in the Bible is 1. 1 plus 1 in real life is 2, but you get my point. You're only going to win when you stick to your system and be able to embrace the outcome, which is either a win or a loss. So you have to be able to be accountable for the loss. And your accountability comes to the fact that you did not stick to this rule. That's the only way you can become accountable for your loss. If you stick to this rule, you're simply accountable for this if you stick to this rule. But once you fail to stick to this one, you're not able to pass this particular phase, which is doing the wrong thing. And your mentor is going to help you at this as a beginner trader. Your mentor is going to help you achieve this one, and achieve this one. But if you look at it very well, you see accountability meaning you. Accountability meaning you. Accountability meaning you. So every of this thing is solely dependent on you through the help of a mentor. That means you have to be accountable first, then your mentor helps you in. Accountability simply means you. Lost you. This you. Your mentor only help you understand and be able to train your psychology. And remember, the only way he can only help you is if you stick to this particular journaling and he has an understanding of how you're behaving, or probably how you're able to do this and this for him to help you. I hope I'm doing this very well and you're getting what I'm saying. If you're getting what I'm saying, drop a comment in the comment section. If you're not getting it, I don't know, probably join my mentorship and I'll help you out very well. Now, number 4, the last one is simply for you to understand that. Number 4 is simply for you to understand that it takes time. It takes time. You have to be able to be patient enough, because if you let what you're seeing in the internet deceive you, you're going to miss these steps. You're going to miss this particular step, miss this step, and miss this step. If you take what you see on the internet, don't allow anything you see on the internet rush you or put you on pressure to make it tomorrow. It takes time. It takes time for you to be able to understand this. It takes time for you to be able to journal this. It takes time for you to be able to become this, because all of this thing requires discipline, and it's this process that discipline is built. It's this process that patience is built. So you have to be able to embrace that it takes time, and don't allow what is on the internet to be able to rush you or push you to do what you're not meant to be doing. Now let me give you a recap of what I said. For you to be able to train your emotions, you simply want to go through four steps. Being aware of the cost, being aware of journaling. And when you journal, your mentor gives you or recommend you pick out your problems and give you solutions to your problems. And the last one is simply losses. Be able to embrace the losses. That if you want to be able to embrace the losses, you want to stick to your system, and don't go for the one that gives you a different result. Sticking your system is more important than the outcome. Do you understand? There will be a point where 1 plus 1 is going to become 2, and there will be a point where 1 plus 1 is going to become 1. It happens in real life. Last one is simply for you to take time. It takes time. Be patient. Allow this thing to build up. It's not happening overnight. You're trying to get consistency. You're trying to get discipline. You're trying to get patient. If you're able to achieve these 3 things, everything's a plus. Patience, consistency, and discipline. That's all you're trying to build up. And that's the only way you can be able to train and control your emotions. That would be all for this video. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.